On the second part of Amy and my trip, we saw more of Yellowstone, Old Faithful shown there, then the Tetons, and finally the Sacred Rim in the Wind River Mountains. And finally, here's where we stayed, Headwaters Lodge between the parks, Jackson and Pinedale. Here are some thermal features along the Firehole Drive. Yellowstone is said to have more geysers, steam vents, and such than anywhere in the world. Here, the White Dome geyser erupting.
Boy, we caught that one good. That's pretty high. That's going up 150 feet or so. Midway Geyser Basin. Two huge geysers up above here. And a half mile or so boardwalk. And over there, parking lot is totally full. We had to park back, I don't know, a third of a mile or more along the road and then walk. And people were backed up trying to get into the parking lot. This is the Grand Prismatic Spring. Hot water coming up all the time and creating that
like it's not just regular water. They have a specific
steam all the time. Hundreds and hundreds, thousands of people here a day. One of the more interesting things is the caps all over.
Here's an eruption of the iconic Old Faithful geyser in Yellowstone.
Daar komt wel weer stoppen met de video. Ik heb hem nu de hele tijd op. Maar ik zeg, waar is daar?
Nou, waar wil je dan rondlopen?
Nou, in ieder geval moeten we hier even naar achteren.
Well, look at the pressure down at the bottom. We're getting ready to do a big thing.
Right there. In between both. There might be a restaurant in that building.
Grand Teton National Park, I think that's the largest of the Tetons, almost covered with clouds. And down here, we're not far from the Snake River. There's an old beaver dam right there. And the stream is gurgling on down. There's a Grand Teton on a photograph. There's the valley below. The Snake River is just below, in those green trees. And up there is the Grand Teton, almost obscured by clouds. It's been coming and going, sometimes pretty visible, sometimes not at all.
Here's one of my favorite views anywhere, the Snake River in the foreground and the Teton Mountains in the back. And here we've done a day hike up to Taggart Lake in Grand Teton National Park.
Well, there's our Subaru Forester, and we're at the Pole Creek Trailhead in Elkhart Park, getting ready to do a day hike to the Sacred Point Lookout. Creek crossing on the Sacred Rim Trail. Not much of a trail. Amy's coming down a steep place that they just made a trail straight down almost. 3 creeks on the hike, and this is the worst one to cross, and the biggest 2, I think, although it's shown as intermittent on the maps. We're about maybe a third of a mile or more from the Sacred Point. So what do you think? Pretty good. Supposed to be wonderful. And down there it is. Lakes and the Wind Rivers. From Sacred Point. There's even some waterfalls. Lakes, there's waterfalls up there. And the high ridge of the Wind Rivers. And we'll go on up there. You come over that little rocky point, and here is the view from Sacred Point. Lakes down there, and there's a little meadow right there, and then waterfalls on up there, and then the high mountains. What a view. We met a guy on the trail who says he thinks this is the best bang for your buck hike, at western United States. And it's generally reputed to be the best view in the winds, which is saying a lot.